I didn't really like school really when I was younger, and then I fell pregnant and I kind of wanted to get an education. I kind of realised it would probably help me. I wanted to go back after, but my school kind of didn't want me.
I think I'll go soon. I wanna get back into mainstream. It's not good being here. Say if people ask me what school I go to or something, I don't like saying there because it's kind of embarrassing. Because if I say that I go to King Centre, they might look at me as if I'm a bad person.
Marginalised is probably the best thing in my life, because if I wasn't here I'd probably be in prison or dead, probably, because of all the things I was doing. But from the time that I started to now where I'm at, I've realised I've grew up. I know past is past, I can't change it, but I can make my future better.
Flourishing from the Margins is a project which looks at non-mainstream education and marginalised young people. This project looked to explore their thoughts and their feelings around what character is and how it's developed, and how reflection on character education and their own character development enables them to progress down their journeys.
When you've become a mum, it's almost like you forget who you are as a person. It's just everything is constantly, being a mum this and baby that. So when you think about how you can develop yourself as a person, it's quite good because it lets you think about yourself, which I think also helps you as a parent, how to bring up your baby too. So I really enjoyed it. It was good, yeah.
We worked with different types of non-mainstream provider. Those ranged from formal pupil referral units, specifically City of Birmingham School.
I really enjoy it here because we are given more free will than normal schools, so we can do independent learning, not just sitting in a classroom and listening to the teacher.
Well, the bullying pushed it down where it just lost my self-esteem. I thought I was not worthy. And it's a bit hard. But then when I came to the hub, it felt like a new change, a new life.
They come to us and we believe that they can achieve and they can be successful in something. We just have to find out what that is.
We have worked with Rathbone Training, who are a UK-wide organisation.
Most of the people who've come through our provision now have been excluded from school, excluded from other learning opportunities, and therefore they now land at our door, and we're trying to prepare them, re-engage them in education if we can, or get them into further training, learning to get into the jobs they want to do.
We also worked with the Martin O'Connor Education Football Academy, or McKeefer.
To play as a team, that's good, because communication, teamwork, work together all the time. Even for example, if someone make mistake, you can go to him and keep going, man, keep going. Next time you won't do it.
With your education, that's how you've got to look at it. You're not looking for big leaps. You want small steps, baby steps. And if you can get them on board with that and realise that you are with them and not against them, you're halfway there really to achieving what you want to achieve.
Values, ethics and morals have always been close to my own heart. Of course, to the age group that we've got, there are always going to be issues, but I think in many cases by using the values that we have engendered again via the university, I think it's had a big effect.
That one pupil, 9 times out of 10, hasn't got the support network outside of school, so if they're not going to get that in school, they're never going to get that anywhere.
We looked to get young people's perceptions on how much purpose that they feel their life has.
As soon as I get out of here, I'm going to try my hardest not to come back, because I'm in year 9. And if I come back in September, they're going to send me straight to a college, and that's not what I want. I want to stay till year 11, go college, go university, then get a job.
Allowing tutors to focus on their roles as character educators helps enable them to be more positive and more confident in their teaching and development of character education to young people who many feel that it is something that they're missing.
You know, young people sometimes aren't asked, how do you feel about the way that you're learning? And having nobody to really hear what they were saying, I just thought we as adults, and teaching adults in particular, need to be more of that.
This is not about a fix for young people. This is about exploring what young people feel a good life constitutes. Live not just a life of personal flourishing, but also societal flourishing as well.
Can we create sportsmen, good people for the next generation of society, who in turn can take it on a stage further? Ultimately, we look to make ourselves redundant. We look to make them better than us. And again, I think this type of project achieves that.
Even though we're delivering employability, I still look at that, are you a good person outside of this centre? If you leave this centre with a job, right, that's great, fantastic. Go off and have your apprenticeship. But if you can't go off and be a valuable member of society, then you haven't learned anything. You can't function in the world if you can't go out there and actually be someone who plays your part. What is your purpose? There isn't a purpose for somebody who can't go out there and actually be a decent human being. Even if they're getting loads of money, if they're not a decent human being, what's the point?
I used to never be kind. I'd always do things that wasn't kind, like take my sister's money, destroy my little brother's toys, never come to school, like being things like that. Since doing the uni thing, hearing about the words and how it affects people, like how it can change like values and things, it's made me be more kind to people.
Where a tutor sees themselves as a character educator or wants to develop themselves for the benefit of their young people, there is also a related benefit to themselves.
They found it good that I would contribute my opinions on what makes a good life, what makes a good person, and discuss with them what I would like to work on with myself, like self-discipline, patience, but then discussing each other's virtues. A lot of them were saying, well, you've got a lot of empathy, you're usually quite supportive, so it's nice.
Yeah, I'd say that I am definitely a jack of all trades, mastering some of those things very well now-ish.
This research provides large-scale empirical and in-depth qualitative data, which we feel fills a gap in the really important area of non-mainstream education provision.
The skills that you can teach, particularly through the character education, is going to stand people in good stead for the things that life throws at you, which you can't always be prepared for.
We hope that it is of interest to education stakeholders and that it can be built upon for the benefit of young people and their character development in the future.